Hi. All right, so this is Kim. Boy, that light's bright behind me. Um, okay, so it is November 13th, and tomorrow I have my appointment with my doctor for a physical, um, and she wants to do blood work. It's for my thyroid, but she wants to do some other things. I'm not sure what those things are. Sorry, I keep looking at my camera's in a weird spot. If I look at myself, I'm looking down. Anyways, so this might be the last video that I make before I take testosterone for the first time. Hopefully that will be tomorrow. Might not be. She might want to wait for blood test results, but no blood test needs to actually be done before testosterone is given, so I have to talk to her about that because I have to pay for the labs, so I don't want a bunch of tests done that aren't necessary. Unfortunately, my doctor is not versed in treating trans people, so hopefully this will not be a giant learning curve for her, but I don't want to be her teacher necessarily, but anyway, I'm excited. I'm nervous a little bit. I hope I get my tea tomorrow. If I don't, I'm going to pretty much insist that I get it like the day they get the lab results back. I'll just have her prescribe it. I know how to give myself a shot already. But she'll probably want to give me the first one and show me how to do it. But I'm a medical assistant. I know how to give shots. So anyway, I wanted to... I wanted to do this video because I'm happy and I'm nervous and excited, and it's just kind of weird to think that this might be my last sort of day as, well, I don't want to say female because I really don't feel female. I never have, but you know. Yeah, so, and I also wanted to show you this book. Oh, you probably can't, it's backwards. It's called Becoming a Visible Man. It's by Jameson Green. It's amazing. Highly recommend it. I bought 3 books. This other one, The Testosterone Files by Max Valerio, and another one called Just Add Hormones by Matt somebody, I can't remember, but you can look them up. I bought them on Amazon. Just Add Hormones is a pretty good book, but it's written from the perspective of a person who identified as female and who dressed female, wore makeup, wore heels, got married. I'm still unclear as to whether she had children or not. I don't think she did, and then decided to transition at age 42, and so she had to do a complete shift from she to he, and had to actually learn how to act male, dress male, and all that. I did not relate to this book because I'm not going to go into my past, but I did not do that. I was not married. I did not like wear makeup, and yeah. So I've always felt male, in other words. And my past is interesting. I'm not going to go into it here. There have been things I've done where I want to say I did drag, so to speak. But I was on drugs, I was drunk, and I was hanging out with gay men. So that's neither here nor there. But, so if you are an FTM transitioning, but before that you felt female, you looked cute and female, you wore female clothes, shopped in the female department, and maybe even was married, you would really relate to this book. I related more to Becoming a Visible Man by Jameson Green. Incredible book. I've read not very much of it yet, but he's very intellectual, scientific, philosophical. He speaks from the heart. His background and childhood were very similar to mine, and he's about 15 years older, but it was still, he was born in that same era where, for instance, he had to wear dresses in school, in grade school, and so did I. That's because I'm 48. In the 50s and the 60s, you had to. There was no choice, especially if you went to private school. So, but anyway, they still read him as male, and that very same thing happened to me. So, if you have felt like you were a male since you were a baby and were pretty much always read as male, even if you had to wear female clothes, then this book is exceptional because it will make you feel at home. But also, I would recommend this book to every single transsexual, whether female to male or male to female, because this guy is an incredible writer. And he has done more for the transgender and transsexual community than a lot of people. That, you know, Lou Sullivan was a pioneer, R.I.P. to Lou Sullivan. But Jameson Green's right up there. He's in charge of FTM International, the website. Used to be a paper newsletter. So I've just really felt incredible reading this. And I'm going to read this passage to you guys because, and for myself. This really hit home with me. I actually shed a tear because he put in words what I've never been able to articulate. And this completely was a revelation to me. So this is page 22 of Becoming a Visible Man by Jameson Green. Bottom paragraph. In the process of my long self-investigation, it finally dawned on me that I had not been able to grow up fully because I was never going to be an adult woman. I knew that the only way I could grow up, really be an adult, was to become a man. I needed to go through a puberty to which I could relate. Yes. I needed to move beyond the restrictions that I had placed on myself and that others had placed on me because of the opposition between my gender identity and my physical body. I needed to balance my body and my psyche so that I could leave that struggle and that lie behind and move forward in my own life. This was just, it blew me away. I've always felt like that. I didn't know how to say it. And it makes so much sense. I always think of myself as being immature. And, you know, when people ask me or I do something crazy or silly or whatever, I just say, oh, well, it's because I'm so immature, you know, and or childlike or whatever. But it's true. That passage is true. I feel like I'm on the cusp of growing up right now. And especially since I've been clean and sober for 18 years and, well, 16 and a half years, but I haven't drank for almost 19 years. I smoked pot twice in that time. So technically, I'm 16 and a half years clean and sober. But my point is that if you drink and drug a lot and then you stop and you get sober, it's kind of a well-known sort of psychological fact that you are then, okay, it's hard to describe. So when you get clean, they sort of look at you as being the age that you were when you started to do drugs and alcohol, because you've sort of lost those years. You never really grew up or learned how to relate correctly with people, even if you were truly an addict like I was. So I started when I was about 18 or 19, so I did it for about 10 years, 12 years. So, in other words, when I got clean at age 30, I kind of went back to being the 19-year-old, starting over, right? So that means that now I'm supposedly about 36 or so, not 48. But regardless, taking tea is going to put me back into sort of a 15-year-old boy mentality, which is what my girlfriend used to say about me. She was like, well, she used to call me dirty old man, but she also used to call me dirty 15-year-old boy. She's like, you are like a fucking teenager, because I'm always horny, and, well, that didn't stop. It's going to kind of be interesting to be on tea and be even hornier and not have a girlfriend, because I'm not a slut, so I'm not going to go out and, you know, have a bunch of sex with random people, hopefully. But anyway, my point is, it's really exciting, and I keep saying my point is. I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being on video. I don't want to repeat myself, but I'm excited. I feel like my life's starting over. I don't know what I'm going to do about my name yet. I think I'm still going to keep Kim. There are lots of people named Kim that are musicians and actors and that are men, you know. And I don't know. But one thing at a time. So I just want to say to myself, goodbye. Goodbye to the old Kimberly, which I never felt that I was. And goodbye to my body, which has too much estrogen in it. Still a lower amount than most people I know. But, you know, it's goodbye. And hello to the real me that I felt like for a long time. And it's kind of scary and kind of emotional, actually. But, yeah, so I wanted to make this, you know. Maybe it'll be anticlimactic. Maybe I won't take testosterone until a week or two from now. I don't know. But hopefully it'll be tomorrow. So good luck. I say to myself, good luck. And to all of you who are watching, good luck in your journeys too. And I will get back to you. Heck, maybe I'll videotape myself giving me my first shot. Anyway. All right, guys. Have a good night. And until next time.